We in the ministry, we have a protocol for distributing relief materials in any community. And that's the reason why we distribute relief materials more than any other individual in this country. And we've never witnessed a stampede. We also intervene even among the most critical people, the displaced people, the people who are at the ITP camps, who have the least, they're the least. They are even under more pressure because they don't have access to accommodation, they have no shelter, they have no food, and yet we distribute food within those communities, and we've never had any stampede. And that tells you that actually organization is the major problem we have when it comes to distribution of relief materials for the people. Let me put it this way. You know, stampede has taken place in more developed countries than Nigeria. You know, if you recall the Hurricane Katrina in US, when they had food distribution because of poor organization, they had stampede. They also the school food distribution and street food distribution in US, in Texas, the same thing happened. So it has happened in several other countries also, more developed than Nigeria, where you have poor organization, and then people have ended up being stampede in those programs. So my advice to anybody who is organizing an intervention, if you know you don't have the wherewithal, the manpower to do it, you can either seek the ministry's help, and we can also help you. And most important, even we as a ministry, because we don't have enough manpower, sometimes we will seek the help of other agencies. For example, we're working with Red Cross in Bauchi because we discovered we don't have enough manpower to run that distribution in Bauchi State. So we opted to use Red Cross to do the procurement and do distribution on our behalf. We also go there to just help give them support. But we provide the data to them, but they do the distribution. And that's what you should do. And then secondly, and most importantly, in most areas that we have intervention, you have stampede, most times there's no beneficiary list. You can't just go out on the street and call, you say that call for food is ready for everybody. Of course, you expect a stampede. In Abuja, you have like over 2 million people in Abuja. And then you go out and say that people should come, there's rice in a building. And you expect maybe nothing less than about 3 to 4 or 5,000 people will come and gather in that place. Not even more than 10,000 people will gather in that, in that place. You can't manage the crowd. You may not have the security, you may not have the manpower, you may not have the strategy, even the vulnerability test of the venue hasn't been done. So these are some of the risk factors that we don't actually assess before we undertake most of these intervention by groups or individuals.